Welcome back to my channel, Food to Relish. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm making a video of creamy cheesy pasta with vegetables of my choice. So a lot of people demanded this recipe on just my WhatsApp status and the TikTok page they saw, and they asked for this recipe. So thank you for asking me to make this video. I have a few proteins to make this creamy cheesy pasta. Here is just chicken breast. I decided to, instead of use just sausages like you saw on the TikTok, I'm using chicken and sausages. I have some cheese. I brought the dried cheese just to show you, and I have butter that makes the creamy sauce. So I made the creamy sauce from scratch, but you can get your double cream, or you can use yogurt, or you can use, any milky liquid of your choice. And I have some garlic, some mushrooms just for the side, and I'm going to begin. Thank you so much, guys. I haven't made a video in a long while because I've been very busy, you guys. It's not easy. And now I'm washing the chicken and the sausages, and I'm setting it. I know some people say not to wash your meat, but I just can't help it. I wash and then I clean my surface. So now it's time to start cutting the chicken breasts into little bits. I cut them and I keep them in one corner. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle some olive oil on the pan just to let it, fry the sausages. Not much oil because the sausages have their own oil in them. I just toast my sausages until it's well done. So the next thing I want to do is to boil my pasta. And so I just add a bit of salt and a bit of oil, any oil of your choice, just so that the pasta comes out just singly. It's not clumped together. I boil it for just a very short while, and you see me straining it. Next thing is to wash the rest of my side. So I have here mushrooms, which I'm going to be cutting just in little pieces before I steam it. And then I have my broccoli as well. Just somehow I think broccoli and mushrooms are in the same family. It's just in my head. They look alike, so I often find myself cooking them together. Well, it's totally optional. You can use any vegetable of your choice. So yes, a lot of multitasking going on here, making the sausages at the same time, getting the cream ready, getting my vegetables ready as well. It was a complete meal and it was yummy. I have here a bit of normal onions, cutting it and setting it aside. And the next will be your fresh garlic. I'm just going to crush with garlic crusher, and I'll set it aside. It's one of the secret ingredients for this recipe, fresh garlic and fresh parsley. And guys, here the pasta is done. I don't want it to be too soggy, so I'm going to just strain it immediately and pour cold water on that so that it doesn't overcook. And just check on our sausages again. Okay, now it's time to start making the sauce. Pay close attention because this is where the magic happens. So this is about 200 grams of butter. And I'm going to be cooking this on very low heat because you don't want it to burn. Cooking on very low heat, same as the sausage. We're not in any hurry, no. So what you see here is another set of pasta. As I said, my sister was in this kitchen, and what she did was to boil extra pasta, and so I had to double this recipe. As I was cooking, you'll see all of that. So I was boiling extra pasta just to combine everything together, and the first sauce I made wasn't enough. I'm really sorry if it complicates things, but just didn't want to edit everything out. And so it's time to add some full fat milk into the mixture. What I find about this recipe is it doesn't require a lot of salt, because I think the butter is already salted and the milk is sweet, and there's seasoning, so it doesn't require a lot of salt, just very little. Here I'm adding some, the fresh garlic that we grated, and I'm just going to let that cook under low heat as well. Like I said, if you want your pasta creamier, you can add more milk. You know, if you want it heavier, you can add more butter. You know, you can adjust it as you want. And I'm just flipping the sausages here. They're nearly done. I keep mixing that just on the very low heat, and you can smell the butter with the garlic. I mean, it's just lovely. And this is me just trying to add some more milk. And then I just keep watching it until, you know, until it's giving me the desired texture that I want. I'm going to show you what I use as a thickener, corn flour, but you can use anything that you prefer to use as your thickener. What comes to mind is flour. Some people use flour, but I think corn flour is better, it's tastier. Because I wanted to add some chicken to this dish, I'm also then just toasting this chicken with so many spices to, you know, let it get all the juice and all the sweetness from the spices. And I'll be adding it with the sausage at the end of my mixing. You can then see the milk boiling through that butter, and it just looks really beautiful. I'm just going to flip the chicken, and you can see how gorgeous that looks. Of course, that took longer than what you're seeing here. You know, when it's brown, you know it's done. And then in goes our corn flour to thicken the entire mixture. And then I'm just adding some finesse, you know, some pepper for taste. You can use black pepper, but I used chili pepper here, and it made really good sense. And I have some fresh parsley. Just cut that with my hands, you know. Introduce that. This is the secret, guys. I don't know how I can emphasize fresh parsley is the secret in creamy dishes like this. I'm adding some seasoning cube for taste, and we'll stir. You can see that boiling through, and then just cutting my sausages, getting them ready. You can see how this is boiling, and you can imagine how it smells. The aroma is just amazing. Have you subscribed to this channel? If you're watching up to this point, then you definitely love this recipe and should give it a thumbs up. And let me know if you're going to be trying it, and let me know when you try it what you thought about it. You can see how beautiful that looks. And then I'm just going to taste it and make sure all the spices are well balanced. You can add more parsley. You never go wrong with adding as much parsley as you want. You can please put down in the comment below what next you'd like to see me cook. I'll try and cook it. Even if I don't know how to make it, I'll learn how to make it and make it. So this is my favorite part of this food. See that boiling? It's just beautiful and it smells nice. Okay, like I said, I had to double on this recipe, so I repeated this step 2 times. When I added the cream, I found out it wasn't as creamy as I wanted. I just repeated the whole thing. So there you go. So that's me making another one, and here I'm adding the onions in this one. Just the whole step repeated again. Butter, your milk, and your garlic. And then some more fresh parsley. Give it a quick mix. Let that boil. And again, add your corn flour to thicken. Let that cook for a while. And you can see these beauties looking at me here. The chicken and the sausage will go in now. So everything boils and is well combined. And yeah, you're right. In goes, with the previous sauce, the moment of truth. And I would have even loved it to be creamier than this. If I wasn't making for a large number of people, this would have been really, really creamy. And I give it a stir. Look at how beautiful that looks. And it tastes just as it looks. Really, really nice. Oh, I can't wait to dig in. And I'm sure you just can't wait to dig in as well. And look at how it looks, guys. Just add a bit of salt. I told you, you don't need a lot of salt. Just add tiny salt. If you want it to be greasier, you can add more butter at this stage. If you want it to be creamier, you can add more milk. If you want it to be thicker, you can add more corn flour. It's a very, very easy recipe. Very, very simple. And now it's time, guys, to start frying my vegetables. Just some onions for flavor, and then I love green beans. Fry the mushroom as well and the broccoli. I just fry them on high heat. So yeah, this time you're gonna toast them on high heat and just stir sometimes. Add in your seasoning cubes so that it's very tasty and your kids would love them. I just love broccoli, mushroom and green beans combination. I love them. Look at how green and beautiful that looks. Ooh. Once it's all toasted and you know it's done, it's time to enjoy this delicacy. So guys, tell me, do you love this video? Will you be trying it? I'd love to see your comments in the comment section, and tell me how it turns out when you finish making it. Please give me a like and a comment, and please share the video as well. Thank you so much. So you can enjoy this with or without cheese. I decided to add some cheese, but if you don't want, it's totally optional. This is just I just grated the cheese and I'm adding it when it's hot so that it melts into the pasta. And then I love this with cheese. Definitely a cheese person. Yeah, thank you and bye bye.